Welcome and good afternoon. Will you please rise as you are able and remain standing for the processional followed by the national anthem. For the 409th time, candidates for baccalaureate and associate degrees from the Pennsylvania State University have gathered to celebrate their commencement. All are in their places. These exercises for the Spring 2025 Eberly College of Science are hereby called to order.
Thank you, Dr. Waters. I'm Dr. Mary Beth Williams, Acting Dean of the Eberly College of Science, and I welcome you to our commencement ceremonies today. This is a really very special occasion. We will now be led in the national anthem by Thomas Delahoy, accompanied by Center Brass.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. I'm overjoyed to be with all of you here today, in person and on our live stream, as we celebrate the amazing accomplishments of those students who have completed their academic programs at Penn State. To begin, it is now my pleasure to introduce Senior Vice President for Research, Andrew Reed.
Thank you, Dean Williams. Hello, class of 2025. What a joy it is to stand before you and look out on this incredible gathering of graduates, as well as the friends, faculty, and families who have supported you every step of the way. Today we celebrate not just a moment, but a milestone, a finish line and a starting line all at once. Graduates, this is your day. Although I do want to point out to you, also share this with all of the mothers in the room. Like them, you've worked hard, you've sacrificed, you've persevered, not only through exams and deadlines, but through the many challenges life throws your way when you're in the pursuit of something truly meaningful. And now here you are. Your Penn State journey has brought you to this moment, a moment filled with pride, relief, excitement, and maybe even a little uncertainty. That's okay. That's what growth feels like. As we honor what you've achieved, I want us to look ahead to what comes next. Because if there's one message I want you to take from here, it is this: the future is not a path we follow, it is a canvas we create. The future is not a path we follow, it is a canvas we create. At Penn State, we don't just prepare students for the next job. We prepare you for the journey, for the unexpected, the uncharted, and the yet to be invented. We prepare you to imagine more and then go out and build it. Each of you came to Penn State with a unique story, and now you leave as part of a shared one, a legacy of leaders, innovators, community builders who carry the blue and white wherever they go. Along the way, you've faced obstacles, you've stretched yourselves, you've learned not just in classrooms and labs, but through late-night conversations, group projects, Zoom classes, and real-life curveballs. You've learned to ask better questions, to listen more closely, and to rise again and again. Today is a celebration, But even more than that, today is a launch pad, because this moment isn't just about what you've accomplished, it's about what's possible. The power of possibility brought you to Penn State, and it's what will carry you forward. With your education, your resilience, and the strength of the Penn State community behind you, there is no limit to what you can build, lead, or change. Don't just imagine a better future, help create it. That's the power you hold. At Penn State, we believe in turning what if into what's next. We believe in dreaming big, in starting something new, and in building the future, not waiting for it to arrive. And as graduates of this incredible institution, you now carry the same power with you into the world. At Penn State, we don't just talk about possibility, we see it in action every single day. And it's not just our students achieving at the highest levels. This year, Penn State faculty have earned some of the world's most prestigious honors, from the Wolf Prize in Physics and the National Medal of Science to national awards in the arts and humanities. These achievements reflect the breadth and depth of excellence at Penn State, the power of research, creativity, and public engagement to shape a better future. And then there's you, the class of 2025. Many of you were the first in your families to attend college. Some of you balanced full-time jobs, caregiving, or military service while pursuing your degree. You learned to work across disciplines, across cultures, and across differences. That is not just a diploma in your hands, it is proof that possibility is something you can create. You've already proven what you're capable of. Now imagine what's still ahead. Graduates, the world you're stepping into is complex. It's rapidly changing, but I want you to remember this. You are not stepping into the unknown empty-handed. You carry with you the skills, knowledge, and character shaped right here at Penn State. You carry with you the confidence that comes from rising to a challenge and again and emerging stronger. And perhaps most important of all, you carry with you the power of possibility. It's the power to imagine a better future and to build it, to ask bold questions and pursue the answers, to meet the world not just as it is, but as it could be. Wherever you go next, whether it's a startup, a classroom, a hospital, a lab, a concert hall, a courtroom, a newsroom, or places you haven't even dreamed of yet, I hope you will continue to ask yourself, what's possible? Because the power of possibility lives in you. It lives in your ability to see opportunity where others see barriers, to build bridges where others see walls, to lift up others as you climb. The world needs Penn Staters like you, curious, compassionate, courageous, people who turn potential into progress. So go out there, dream big, work hard, take care of each other, and as you go, take with you the spirit that lives within all of us. We are Penn State is not just a chant, it's a promise, a family. Congratulations, class of 2025. And now I'll turn it back to Dean Williams.
And now I'd like to introduce today's commencement speaker, Dr. Jane Rigby. Jane Rigby is an American astrophysicist who studies how galaxies grow over cosmic time and how that evolution can be studied using space telescopes. Rigby has published more than 170 peer-reviewed scientific papers. Her scientific research focuses on the growth of black holes in the centers of galaxies, the creation of stars, the creation in stars of the elements in the periodic table, and the relationships between these parts of galaxy growth. To study these topics, Rigby uses gravitational lensing, a technique that exploits rare natural telescopes to magnify galaxies, making them much brighter and more stretched out. This technique gives a much deeper, sharper view inside the inner workings of galaxies. Rigby is attending commencement in her personal capacity as a private citizen. Her day job is as a civil servant astrophysicist at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland, where she serves as the senior project scientist for the James Webb Space Telescope. Rigby is an active user of the Webb, Hubble, Spitzer, Chandra, Herschel, and New Star space telescopes, as well as the Keck and Magellan telescopes on the mountaintops in Hawaii and Chile. She holds a Master of Science and doctorate degrees in astronomy from the University of Arizona, as well as 2 degrees from Penn State, a Bachelor of Science degree in physics and a Bachelor of Science degree in astronomy and astrophysics. Please join me in warmly welcoming Dr. Rigby back to Penn State today.
Hello, Eberly College of Science graduates. 25 years ago, I sat in those uncomfortable chairs in the Bryce Jordan Center, which was brand new, and graduated. And I'm so happy to be here today. I want to start by recognizing all the family of origin and family of choice who are here, who have supported your graduates, and those who are attending online. Welcome. I want to especially give a shout out to the parents, all the parents, including foster parents, step parents, grandparents, birth parents, and guardians. I have a question for you, parents. Have your graduates thanked you properly? You know, maybe they can't yet. I don't think I could 25 years ago. But now that I'm a parent, I see how much work, how much worry, much of it at 3 in the morning, and how much love you have poured into these graduates. So I can say, thank you. Good job. Graduates, congratulations, you did it. You worked really hard. You majored in science. You chose hard majors. Why? You know, you could have picked easier majors. So take a moment and remember, why did you pick science? Is it because of the job prospects? Is it because you just needed to figure stuff out? It's because you were good at it and you wanted to use your talents to make the world better? Take a moment and think back to what made you decide to major in science. That's a compass that you're going to need going forward. Those reasons will keep helping you make good choices as you go forward. The number one reason that most people major in science is that they just love science. That's true for me. And I want to share with your gathered friends and family why science is so neat. Science is this laborious process of figuring out through experiment and observation how it all works. You know, it still amazes me that humans, by working together, can build telescopes that can see galaxies so far away that the light that we get, that we receive from those galaxies, has been traveling through space for more than 13 billion with a B years, which means we can look back in time. We can see back in time to when the universe was young. That's so cool. We can do that. In a world full of, the polite word would be baloney, science brings critical thinking skills and a commitment to the truth. To paraphrase Feynman, science is about not getting fooled when the easiest person to fool is yourself. Science is self-correcting. If you're wrong, others repeating your experiment are not going to get the same results. Sure, there's cranks, there's even a few frauds, but they get found out and then forgotten as science moves forward. In loving science, we understand that science, like any tool, is value neutral. Humans created vaccines to eliminate smallpox, and other humans weaponized smallpox. Science, like all other tools, needs to be guided by ethics and by love. At Penn State, you've gotten to do scientific research. Now, we need to better explain what that is and why it matters to society at large. Part of the problem, honestly, is the word research. In pop culture, we use research to mean, I'm going to go Google that. In high school, we use research to mean, I'm going to go write down other people's ideas, and then I'll rearrange them, and that's a term paper, right? And then in college and beyond, we start using research, that word, to mean, I'm going to go figure out something that nobody on this whole planet knows yet. And that's terrifying, but it's also exhilarating. In science, that's the meaning of research. Maybe we should just call it new search. It is a new search for knowledge. As science graduates, you are now the new ambassadors for science. You get to explain to anyone who will listen that scientific research, this new search, has for 80 years been the engine that drives America's economy. Most basic research is funded by the federal government and carried out at big universities like Penn State. This system, which was deliberately set up after World War II, drives innovation and discovery, and it is the envy of the world. Yes, businesses fund a lot of research, but most of it is applied research, because businesses need to focus on the next quarter, the next year. Only federal funding drives the kind of basic research, like that done at Penn State, that may take decades to fully mature into utterly transformative things. Now, scientific research can seem kind of out there. You know, why would you want to study electron energy levels in a chunk of silicon? Why would you want to study how nodes can exchange information about routing and reachability, or the aberrant behavior in a calcium signal transducer protein? But those three examples, the fruits of those three examples, are A, computer chips, B, the internet, and C, the key to a cancer drug that brought back time for my late wife. All of those are the fruits of basic scientific research. Science builds on what came before. To quote scripture, we are eating the fruit of vineyards and olive trees that we did not plant. As a country, we could choose to stop or slow down our investment in science, not to plant seeds for the next generation, to limit the futures of these new graduates. If we make that choice, then other countries will take the lead in science and our own economy will suffer. Investing in science is a choice to believe in a better future, and now is the time to speak up for science. I'm going to get personal here for just a minute. When I was a Penn State undergraduate, I knew that science was self-correcting, that it fixed its own mistakes over time. But I didn't know that was true for me, too. I was honestly pretty terrified of failure. I thought if I failed, that would prove I wasn't actually smart. But graduates, you know all about growth mindset. You know about neuroplasticity. You know that your brain is constantly rewiring itself, that you get smart by working hard, by training your brain. So go forth and fail and learn from those failures. And you know, this is Mother's Day. You know what involves a lot of learning from failures is parenting. I'm a parent. I have one child, Aiden. He's 12. He's in the front row. He brought his friend Soren. He made me accept this invitation because he wanted to see Penn State and see what his future might look like. When my son was young, at bedtime, his other mom or I would say this affirmation with him: I am smart, I am strong, I am kind, I am brave, and I do hard things. I am loved, and I love. Caregivers, I know you did something like that for these graduates. And I know, Aiden, that Mommy's spirit and love are here with us today. She really wanted to be on this trip. So I hope that all of you can take a moment and remember those in your families who didn't get to be here today in the flesh, but whose memory and love you're bringing with you today. So I'm going to close with a funny story. It doesn't make me look good, okay? A year ago at an awards dinner, an award-winning college freshman sought me out and asked, Dr. Rigby, you're such a successful scientist. What advice would you give to your 18-year-old self? And I didn't pause. I just looked him in the eye, and I said, you're super gay. And then I kind of looked around and said, oh, you know, I didn't mean you. I just met you. I don't know you. That's what I would have wished someone had told me at 18, because I was really too scared to be myself. At Penn State, I was so deep in the closet, I fooled even myself. And we know as scientists that the easiest person to fool is yourself. When I graduated, I thought I had my future all mapped out, and it was all about science, and it was nothing about my own happiness. And maybe I should be kinder to my young self, because we now know, thanks to science, that the part of our brains, the prefrontal cortex that makes plans, that makes decisions, that part doesn't finish growing until age 25. I was still learning, we all are. Anyway, a few months after I was in the Bryce Jordan Center in those uncomfortable seats, I graduated, I then came out as gay, and life got so much better because I was finally myself. And I got to know my amazing late wife, Andrea, and we raised our kid together for 12 years. And I brought that joy and that love to my science. So here's my benediction for you, graduates. The world needs you. It needs the authentic you. The world and this country needs science, and we need your love for science. You are smart, you are strong, you are kind. You are brave, and you're going to do hard things. You are loved, and you love. We believe in you. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Jane. Now I welcome back Dr. Reed to the podium.
And now, class of 2025, we turn to the Board of Trustees, the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania State University. This is the body that by our charter is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and other interests pertaining to the university. This time I call upon Trustee Schuyler to authorize the conferring of degrees at this ceremony. After being nominated by the Student Trustee Selection Committee, Kevin Schuyler was elected to the Board of Trustees effective July 1, 2023. Trustee Schuyler is enrolled in the Master's Program in Business Analytics at the Smeal College of Business. He graduated from Eberly College of Science in May 2024, so he was in your position last year, earning a degree in general science with a concentration in biochemistry and a minor in economics. On campus, he is an active member of the Phi Chi Theta Business Fraternity and the Lion Ambassadors. He is also a passionate Thon volunteer and a former executive board of the Officer of the Blue and White Society. He has held various internships and co-op positions at Johnson & Johnson, Merck & Co. and Highmark Health, focusing on supply chain management and inorganic growth implementation strategy. We are very pleased that he is here today with us. Trustee Schuyler.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. On behalf of the Pennsylvania State Board of Trustees, graduates, I offer you my most sincere congratulations to both you and your family and friends. As Penn State alumni, you will have a say in the future direction of the university. All Penn State alumni may participate in the nomination and election processes of alumni-elected members of our Board of Trustees. This is one of many opportunities you will have throughout your lives to remain active in the Penn State community that we all love. Please stay engaged. Now, turning to my official duty, Vice President Reed, by the virtue of the authority vested in and as approved by the Board of Trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, you are authorized on behalf of the board to confer on each of these candidates the degree earned as certified by the appropriate college faculty and dean. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Schuyler, for the authorisation to confer degrees for these candidates assembled. Before we proceed to the conferral of degrees, please note that Penn State is recognising our graduates who are actively serving, veterans and graduates of our ROTC programs with special red, white and blue honour cards for their services and sacrifices. At this time, I would like to ask all the graduates who are embarking on military service and veteran students who have served our countries to please stand as you are able and remain standing. Now, will those guests in the audience who are veterans or active duty members of the military please stand as you're able? Thank you for your very significant contributions to our nation. You may now sit down. Also, I want to take a moment to recognise another group of students with us today, our first-generation college students who are on the cusp of becoming first-generation Penn State alumni. Our first-generation students are pioneers within their families and trailblazers at the university. They face unique challenges not shared by many of their peers, and their tenacity in the pursuit of education, academic excellence, and personal and professional development, it's a model to which we can all aspire. Would all the members of our graduating class who are first-generation students please rise as you are able? Such a momentous accomplishment today. You may now be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. Graduation marks an important academic achievement, and I am so pleased to recognize and introduce the department heads and program heads who administer our programs in the Eberly College of Science. They represent the faculty who certify the students in their degrees. As of fall 2024, Penn State has granted nearly 960,000 degrees. Will each academic leader please stand as I call your name and remain standing until all are introduced? Randall McIntaffer, Department Head of Astronomy and Astrophysics. Santosh Girarajan, Department Head, Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. Elizabeth McGraw, Department Head of Biology. Ken Knappenberger, Department Head of Chemistry. Anna Mazzucato, Associate Head of Mathematics. Mauricio Chirones, Department Head of Physics. Melissa Krakovich, Undergraduate Program Chair, Pre-Medicine. Beth Johnson, Undergraduate Program Chair, Integrative Science. And Nicole Lazar, Department Head of Statistics. Thank you. You may be seated. I now wish to recognize graduates who have earned meritorious achievement. In the digital program, you can see those who are graduating in the top 12% of their class. Upon completion of grading this semester, additional names will be added to the list. Diplomas will have this academic achievement noted in the official document. Students who are graduating summa cum laude are wearing a blue and white cord. Students who are graduating magna cum laude are wearing a blue cord, and students who are graduating cum laude are wearing a white cord. Please hold your applause until all students in all three categories are recognized. Will those students graduating summa cum laude please wave or rise and remain standing as you're able? Will those students graduating magna cum laude please wave or rise and remain standing? And now those graduating cum laude, please wave or rise and remain standing. Congratulations again on your outstanding excellence. You may be seated. Though we cannot share with you the accomplishments of each and every graduate, we have identified one student as a representative of the Eberly College of Science class of 2025. Will Nate Carey, our class marshal for the Eberly College of Science, please rise? I have to tell you about Nate. Hold on now. Nate graduates today with a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in biotechnology with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. There's more. There's more. During his Penn State career, Carey has received multiple awards and recognitions for his academics and his research. In 2024, he received the Astronaut Scholarship and the Goldwater Scholarship. Then, in 2025, he received the Marshall Scholarship and the Professional Master's Excellence Award after being selected as a finalist for the Rhodes Scholarship. Nate has conducted numerous research projects and internships when he lived and worked in Morocco, Japan, Germany, and Switzerland. And in addition to his research, Carey served as president of the Society for Industrial Biotechnology from 2022 to 2024. After graduation and completion of an internship, he will begin a Doctor of Philosophy in Engineering Science at the University of Oxford. Congratulations, Nate. I'd now like to call upon Janelle Malkos, Associate Dean for Undergraduate Education in the Eberly College of Science.
Thank you, Dean Williams. At this time, we want to recognize another exceptional group of students. Those selected to be recognized as their respective academic units' student marshals. Similar to the college student marshal, each department selects one student based on their academic, extracurricular, and leadership contributions to serve as a student marshal and represent all seniors graduating with that respective major. I will ask each department student marshal to wave or stand as you are able as I call your name. Please hold your applause until all students have been recognized. Representing astronomy and astrophysics is Elena Casella. Representing planetary science and astronomy is Mallory Zenobia Wickline. Representing biochemistry and molecular biology is Anisha Prabhu. Representing biotechnology is Maggie Zong. Representing forensic science is Adam Werby. Representing microbiology is Kevin Lowen. Representing biology is Ava Gabris and Alexandra Kiewatowski. Representing chemistry is Kyu-Young Kim. Representing mathematics is Michelle Mizuki Kamada Henry and Cecilia Fiddler. Representing physics is Jackson Hinkle. Representing pre-medicine is Chao Jian He. Representing integrative science is Lucy Taylor. Representing statistics is Annalise Chang. Finally, representing data science is Sanchita Busari. Please join me and the department heads in recognizing our student marshals. This concludes the recognition of the department marshals. I'd now like to call upon Dr. Reed to recognize another group of our graduating students. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Malkus. As a land-grant institution, we are chartered to offer the opportunity for training in the military service, and at Penn State, we have programs in the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. Representing the Joint Services today is Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Gross, Army ROTC.
Will all the graduates of the Pennsylvania State University ROTC please rise? Dr. Reed, it's a privilege for me to recognize our graduates of ROTC as officers who will serve in the Armed Forces of the United States. On behalf of the
Pennsylvania State University, I congratulate you. You may be seated.
Dr. Reed, representing these candidates is Nate Carey. Yes, the same one. Will Nate Carey please rise? Nate from Chesapeake Bay, Maryland, is graduating with distinction today. Nate Carey held multiple leaderships within the Army ROTC program, which included serving as cadet company commander. This summer, Nate will attend advanced camp at Fort Knox, Kentucky, followed by an Army internship at the U.S. Army's Research Laboratory in Aberdeen Proving Ground, Maryland. Nate will be commissioned as an officer in the U.S. Army Reserves as a second lieutenant and begin his service while he attends Oxford as a Marshall Scholar. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Lieutenant Gross.
Now I am so very pleased to introduce a cherished part of the graduation ceremony, crossing the platform as your name is read aloud. As our students prepare to cross the stage platform, let's all recognize those who can't be here today but are watching this event from locations around the world. Please join me in congratulating them with a special round of applause. Because I know you all are eager to hear your student's name, I ask that you refrain from excessive noise. Graduates, after you cross the platform and in the spirit of we are, please return to your seats to celebrate with your fellow graduates for the remainder of the ceremony. And after the last graduate crosses the stage platform, we will confer your degrees, and only then can you move your tassels, so be sure to remain at your seat for this important moment. Dr. Cameron, are we ready? Let's please go ahead and announce our first graduates to be recognized.
Graduates receiving a degree in astronomy and astrophysics are
Elena Marisa Casella, Anna Cristina Sigliani Vasquez,
Reem Abdu,
Joshua William Hicks, Angelina Estat, Natalia Radovic, Mansour Mark Jasmine, Andrew M. Hotniski, Gabriela Hidalgo.
graduates receiving a degree in planetary science and astronomy are
Mallory Zenobia Wickline, Jerica Shelby Lavin, Jordan Thomas Faust, Jason C. Price.
Graduates receiving a degree in biochemistry and molecular biology are
Anisha Kumbal Prabhu. Megan V. Croak. Emmanuel Olewola. Evan Frias. Tarush Lalit Magani. Maria Leonidovna Medvedeva. Dominique Lauder.
Benjamin Loeffler.
Bella Kierland Barriga. Tatum Cutler. Ava Marie Rice. Anthony Wayne Ruggiero. Andrew L. Wenzel. Kushal Chokhani. Miranda Shannon. Julian Covarrubias. Abigail Faith Franey. Victoria Ann Barr. Jungmin Lee. Shangchun Lee. Shihaorui Zhang. Layla Rayanne Lipscomb. Evan Leon Grimm. Truk Swan Thi Do. Noah Walters. Seth Alexander Crum. Fatima Mariam Diarra. Chloe Cleland. Katerina Ochkovskaya. Shanisha Nikayla McGuire. San Juana M. Mendez Aranda. Alexis Carolyn Hearn. Thomas Robert Bryle. Luke Markiewicz. Benjamin Suley. Derek James Baldwin. Alessandra Patricia Blasone. Hannah Lehong Klein. Juan Rodrigo Solares. Graham Richard Herzig. Kelsey Nicole Shekor. Angelina Rose Kramer. Andrew Mattingly Spence. Hannah Jane Bauer. Moira E. Golden. Madeline Reese Ryan. Chloe Lynn Lang. Emma Mary Savage. Karena Michelle Kaufman. David Chernisky. Olivia Ruth Manick. Reese Petrosky. Rishika R. Patil. Valeria Maria Garcia Candia. Kendall Payton Mine. Hope Elizabeth Husak. Emily Ann Kuvulik. Evelyn Chung. Jean Coe. Luke Shingles. Zaid Sami Al-Nemri. Bilal Tamer Goma. Jill Kathleen Magafes. Milap Atul Mistry. Hijong Ku. Om Vikram Patarkini. Naranjan Anup. Dave Lashan. Amelia DiLiberto. Mallory Page Keith. Bailey S. Knaus. Catherine Blyle. Alexis Marie Stella. Garrett Madden Bland. Carol Caden Cannon. Megan Elizabeth Goldman. Brooke Lee Norman. Nathan Richard Knaus, Ethan Ryan Mates, Braden Reese de Mesa de Leon, Mariam Mansour, Eliza K. Neal, Haley Ann Davis Albright, Caitlin Motter,
Graduates receiving a degree in biotechnology are
Nate Carey, Maggie Zong, Jessica Nicole Eckerd, Misha Abid Nazir, Elizabeth Ann Dobbins, Hope Lydia Regule, Maria Christine Pastel, Sarah Cahill, Hanshika Biswas, Kylie Ann Grafton, Ashlyn Rain Soteris, Dhruv Patel, Caden S. Papa, Brian Patrick Wilkie, Joseph T. Eleftheriadis, Madison Rose Klistek, Rosalise Mejia, Maya Montgomery Crownover, Esohe Osarieme Uhuango, Gregory Aaron Samuel Baranek,
Liliana Hassan,
Emily Mirabelli, Aryan Malhotra, Kamya Mittal Doshi, Prishita Hitesh Shah, Madeline Fitzgerald Canonico, Paula Velasquez Parra, Zihui Tian, Alec James Paradiso, Caitlin Marie Miller, Madison Olivia Drager, Evan Scott Tamain, Alexander Carlin Kelly, Justin Michael Adametz, Grace Ellen Ettinger, Zane Alexander,
graduates receiving a degree in forensic science are
Adam James Wervey, Matthew Nicholas Ridzak, Alyssa Jo DeFelice, Emily Tatry, Maggie Ann Wiley, Noah Maxwell Grossman, Jacqueline Diane Smith, Stephen Nicola Carmut, Jessica Marie Fay, Savannah Mattina Fox, Anthony Joseph Daniels, Jonathan Felipe Vasquez, Diana Gabriela Vasquez, Clarissa DeMar Teodoro McQuain, Sarah Evelyn Carter, Margaret G. Fraunhofer, Terrell Williams, Sean M. Merkel, Sarah Riley Benko, Melissa Jordan Lamb, Alejandra Paula Andrade Real, Kylie Mackenzie Nitz, Emily Ann Gerlitz, Haley Marie Buckley, Ashley R. Flott, Hannah Marie Hayton, Sophia Lynn Yerger, Andrew Miller, Regina Vu Wynn, Andrew Carlson Gospel, Eliza Adernetto, Jessica Carolyn Muller, Kushi Jigger Patel, Mackenzie Ann Cruz, Macy Ray Burnside, Caroline Elizabeth Gommel, Danielle Irene Boda, Hannah Patrice Sontag, Elise Pelletier, Brianna Ray Clauser, Morgan Jordan, Lauren Ashley Stahl, Miyuko Catherine Suzukawa, Caitlin Hockman, Paige Nicole Engelman, Kara Grace McFadden, Aiden Matthew Seiler, Raylyn Yosipa Feck, McKenna Mary Lee, Kelly Lim,
Graduates receiving a degree in microbiology are
Kevin Andrew Lowen, Haley Harp, Hannah Mary Kavash, Catlin Ty, Aidan Perry Burke Johansson, Quentin Caldwell Livingston, Arisa Dea Miziri, John Dalton Dalfo, Thais Martinez, Julia Catherine Benjamin, Ethan Jesse Smith, Maria Margaret Lavallo, Emily Catherine Barrett, Devon Elizabeth Chansey, Sierra Nicole Peters.
graduates receiving a degree in biology are
Alexandra Julia Kwiatkowski, Ava Gabris, Nicholas Racinos Baltadano, Sabrina Marie Elduff, Ryan Nicole Naus, Yasmin Ivana Samuels, Kellyanne Marie Knox, Uzair Isaiah Alam, Abigail Wren Seltzer, Kayla Jean Jacobs, Alyssa Montalvo, Lauren Nicole Foster, Akshita Mohan Shastri, Emma Mary Corey, Kilani Hilado Wetternock, Emily Grace Snee, Olivia Page Nice, Cassidy Page Anderson, Natalie Anna Kucha, Emma Christina Saccone, Tobias Roman Stefan Cruz, Yixin Wang, Abdullah Hamed Ahmed Ali Hraiz, Yu Yangjiang,
William Lessman,
Catherine Brooks Martell, Sarah Marie Shervenik, Caroline Abigail Newman,
no, I can't override.
Nicole Lynn Bobby, Juliana Karen Keller, Mary Julia O'Connor, Victoria Rose Adams, Sienna Rose Sosnowski, Logan Russell Tinsley, Luca Bixby, Kira Lambon, Amanda Markey Kerr, Liam C. Knorr, Patrick John Costello, Allison Orabosa Idehen, Brooke Ann Roberts, Jia Yi Lee, Angela Rose Nardone, Nicole Elizabeth Funk, Olivia Virginia Crocco, Ian Yixiong Chen, Andreas Matthew Sorosiak, Dominic M. Riccione, Nicholas James King, Jacob Bond, Elizabeth Quinn Hilton, Leah Nicole Gerbach, Hallie Elizabeth Jaquila, Isabella Louise DeSanto, Haley Ann Shearer, Ella Joyce Snyder, Mason Edward Getz, Alexei Havaka, Christiana Marie Martinez, Gavin Trainer DeLarso, Helena Lee, Alicia Mina Kim, Christopher Lang, Ian F. Sterner, Mackenzie Marie Webb, Chloe Ann Carmella, Grace Ann Bowman, Michaela Marie Cavoli, Lauren Marie Henry, Sarah Elizabeth Stevens, Allison Christine Morello, Joseph Richard Romano, Marco Salvatore Pansarella, Andrew Clough, Abigail Joanne Cogliandro, Jeremy O. Winter, Carson Trini McDonnell, Jesse Lewis, Tahir Kadim Baila, Sean B. Say, Chase Alexander Olin, Nicholas Price Edmonds, Blake Bachman, Demetrius John Mesogaitis, Alexandra Rose Giorgio, Carlos Cruz, Vanden Hamal Shah, Bruna Baldivieso, Timothy David Eilis, Selena Malilo Dillman, Gabriela Helena Esposito, Sydney Alexa Mandel, Reagan M. Watley, Dhruvi Ankit Patel, George Neme, Nathan Christopher Lucas, Miranda Weaver, Sabrina Elise Smith, Capri Jude Kosanovich Johnson, Mia G. Lubak, Alexander Matthew Vitus, Cheyenne Ariel Heilman, Allison N. Legore, Madison Jane Deweese, Austin King, Liam Richard Kepler, Madison Rose Guger, Lana Leong, Sane Moon, Ava Samantha Lee Goodman, Carly Isabella Ciccone, Sarah Elizabeth Hoppenjans, Lilu Valenzuela Campbell, Michael Alexander Rourke Reddington McPhee, Yukang Nam, Mabel S. Tong, Maria Ann Elder, Victor Namdi Aniekwa, Catherine Ann O'Connell, Laurel Baumann, Laura Lene Fisher, Stella Rose Teeter, Amelia Agina Mace,
Ofobu Namdi,
Kenshuo Wang, Gianna Salome, Alexis Ray Seifert, Olivia Veronica Schrank,
Alina Nadir,
Cole Patrick Adams, Kara Jane Ogden, Taylor Nicole Molesky, Rachel Lee, Mario Joseph Lucetti,
Danny Yuan,
Rabiath Abogurin, Sidney Nicole Centeno, Natalia Cecilia Guzman Novoa, Kaylee Jessica King, Allison Hope Suman, Rachel Christina Voorhees, Laura Michaela Cooney, Charvi Divyesh Patel, Jessica Jana Kiraman, Sydney Bryla, Adelina Placidia Pirino, Sarah Ann Lupescu, Claire Genevieve Samolowitz, Dominic Rocco Suzy, Oren Eldor, Anson Ing, Eric Smith, Donovan Jeffrey McLean, Michael Fasade Ayo, Megan Elizabeth Gallagher, Cassandra Marie Pantelis, Abigail A. Greb, Rebecca Eve Sulpovar, Tabitha Love Forster, Neha J. Kopri, Olivia Nicole Sullivan, Anna J. Zahorchak, Stephanie Dawn Newkirk Johnson, Kayla Nicole Dennis, Emily Scannell, Chelsea Elaine Cynthia Wright, Narin Young, Olivia Grace Falkenstein, Marceline Amor Mostafa, Elijah Joseph Buss, Alex Sung Brockman, Audrey Marie Kretschmann, Kylie Tui V. Huang, Gabriella Nicole Quascut, Corey Porter, Zachary Edward Yenser, Jessica Burke, Benjamin Mark Scarbeck, Andrew Joseph Shavinsky, Cole A. Bizarro, Ian Edward Parker, Kayla Bell McMenamin, Colby John Hoffman,
Otavio Pinheiro,
Clara Vargas Fanilli,
Mia Whaley Bittman,
Darlene Hulin Jo Lowe, Laura Isabel Veras, Noor Nabil Sarwani, Rachel Elizabeth Shippey, Tongan Lee, Eunso Jang, Caleb Yi, Asiana Layla V, George Sam Cadaville, George Sam Cadaville, Melinda Mondragon Garduno, Andrea Weber, Cameron Hall, Caroline Grace Brown, Nicholas Motivar, Scott Charles Geraci, Megan Swartley, Jacob Simmons, Serenity Moraine Matthews, Caitlin Lee Krisick, Cassandra Sinius, Gia Isabella Galanti.
Graduates receiving a degree in chemistry are
Kyung Kim, Alyssa Helverson, Gabrielle Sylvia Masafra, Angela Rose Savino, Colin Stephen Smith, Stefan Leovac, Zachary Richard Perrin, Farah Sana Douglas, Brett Thomas Wilson, Michael Hebert Haggis, Ashley Nicole Beers, Aidan Alexander Gonzalez, Mark Puthan Puriel, V. Lee, Ryan George Vasiliadis, Haley Lynn Jordan, Brandon Allen Oswald, Samuel Wanjo Lee, Isaac Paul Gray, Adrian Paul Basile Chen, Sang-wook Han, Matthew Preston Sedgwick, Sarah Elizabeth Elliott, Erin Josephine Perlosky, Gabriella Rivette Hohenwarter, Morgan Lee Claypool, Marissa Nicole Setzenfand, Molly Ann Clausen, Margaret J. Hollowbaugh, Samantha Ann Morocco, Jacob John Messner, Stephen John Zufali, Simeon Teklu, Aaron Sai.
Graduates receiving a degree in mathematics are
Cecilia Vosel Fiddler, Michelle Mizuki Kameda Henry, Yuchil Choi, Tyler Brandon Vigna, Pranav Subi, Darren Edward Weifels, Jamen Shu, Elizabeth Glavin Mortensen, Nathan Andrew Harley, Colin Patrick Carmody, Vishnu Sri Piram, Xing Yuan Wang, Peter Doichinov, Harrison E. Kwiklinski, Matthew Ahmad Visumirsky, Owen Michael Nazel, Sarah Helen Kircher, Natalie Malmgren, Grace Ann D'Angelo,
Catherine Plengy,
Taylor Rodriguez, Lauren Nicole Caslin, Channing Emerson Ray McBall, Aaron James Moeller, Maxwell Emerson Daly, Ivan Alexandrovich Melodic, Noah Michael Ringrose, Fiona Margaret Gronsky, Darian William Anderson, Hanfeng Fei, Shi Ying Yan, Chenxi Ma, Endri Alamani, Seelin Pang, Ian Andreas Ix, John Michael Shalenko, Ingi Hong, Milkias Teklai, Emma Renata Bozy, Anna Tien Rose Hardy, Ruo Qing Dong Jr., Joshuan Liu,
Somnia Sinha,
Jiatong Cao, Do Young Ko, Ella Victoria Falisi, Madeline Sue Cherry, Carissa Lene Moyer, Ju An Lee, Zachary Ryan Green, Nash Thomas Costain,
graduates receiving a degree in physics are
Jackson J. Hinkle, Logan Luis Ibarguen, Joshua Liu, Alexander Gerhardt Wiersbitsky, Ian Reed Philippi, Yanteng Zhou, Yi Zhang, Zhu Hao Lin, Andrew Brandes Fanton, Zhiwei Chang, Nathaniel Bampton, Qingtian Shi, Basma Fahad Al-Mahmoud, Lok Zong Bao Pan, Joshua Gonsalves, Ashraf Ibrahim Isa, Thanvanth Vinod Kumar, Megan Emily Ishler, Quinlan Brady Day, Elijah Reed, Jeffrey Brian Odarte Lamptey, Shay Amanda Murphy, Amber Rose Crape, William J. Morissette,
Opal Erasislak. Graduates receiving a degree in pre-medicine are
Xiaojian He, Shuyi Shang, Brianna Rose Pezzola, Caitlin Elise Robson, Ronald Wong, Christopher Michael Doyle, Margaret Jane Lasher, Claire Marie Bishop, Amaya Renee Bell, Brent Albert Freeman,
Robert Rumsick,
Christopher James Blowers,
China McClendon,
Meghana Rokame, Shruti Aravind Shanai, Gianna Mary Fabrizi, Colton R. Brain, Jared Christopher Brown,
graduates receiving a degree in integrative science are
Lucy Taylor, Matthew Connor Francis, Hunter Stevens, Diana Abu-Ghaliva, Jocelyn Athena Marciniak, Peyton Isabel Busman, Aditi Verma, April M. Parrish, Jaden Olivia Jones, Roberto Salvador Rodriguez, Alejandro M. Munoz, Matthew Stewart Mahabir, Novalie Adrienne Aguirre, Evelyn Page Deppenschmidt, Samantha Marie Altman, Jade Straw, Kobe Edison Cruz, Maliha Asna Vali, Jacob John Sabulak, Gabriela Aquino Batista, Shreya Patel,
Anaga Patwari,
Greta R. Miller, Taylor K. Kokanowski, Casey Jane Leach, Joseph Kane, Jr., James Michael Collier, Jr., Devin Patel, Matthew Gurgis, Jada Carson, Jameson Bellavo, Juliana Danielle Dominguez, Emma Riley Romano, Giselle Gladys Vitor Bejarano, Carter Eddy,
Corina Werner,
Francesca A. Alvidrez, Samantha Michelle Caballero, Riley Grace Kramer, Jocelyn Chen,
Erica Sherelle Jandok Kraus,
Isabel Francesca McCahan, Jacob Roger Bateson, Santiago Martinez Alvarez, Lucy Noel Scheffler, Sophia Elaine Pressler, Alexis Joy Skripek, Casey May Reed, Imani Nichelle White, Emma Ardito, Grant Landis McElroy, Jacob Tyson, Alana Nicole Pacioretty, Sarah Elizabeth Rummeyer,
Eric Lang,
Soraya Lene Manny, Cecilia C. Gagliardino, Simon Nathaniel Mack, Amanda Nicole Pourbaugh, Radhika Chandarana, Sarah Hamilton, Sarah Michaela Quinn, Ashley Rose McCarroll, Yajusha Krishna, Ali Bara, Stacy Ibukunoluwa Adhyala, Narissa Anik Medwinter, Zoe Noel Hillocks, Skylar Virginia Imbrogno, August Ann Mendoza, Alina Marie Matthew, Catherine Joe, Chinazekpe Ray Lucy Nwokolo, Zachary Trahan Stromforce, Sophia Elizabeth Vicenzino, Mia Gabrielle Lauletta, Elissa Nicole Kerner, Nathan M. Boyer, Matthew Stephen Holmes, Emily Lynn Klein, Olivia Caroline Wilkins,
Graduates receiving a degree in statistics are
Annalise Yi Li Chang, Margaret Claire Lynn, Adam Connor Goldberg, Connor Robert O'Malley, Nathan Oyeniyi,
what of Senator?
Shrijan Sharma, Xing Yeten, Caitlin Amanda Eileen Klum, Yishuan Wu, Yitian Lan, Keshin Mi, Yu Tao, Bridget Kelly Wojcik, Mark Hunter Combs, Aditya Singh Kushwaha, Jaime Francisco Lara, Abigail Marie Giordano, Katie Elizabeth Clayton, Brendan Jacob Ching, Kieran Murdaka, Hao Jie Shan, Xinyi Yo, Jingchun Zhang, Xing Yun, Aidan James Cole, Jennifer Joy Miller, Gustav Patrick Vu, John Miller, Zachary James Davis, Kunal Kamlesh Patel, Dean Conroy, Shue Hong Liao, Danchi Ding, George Sam Cadaville, Kainan Boner, Valeria L. Martinez, Dominic Hoffman,
Graduates receiving a degree in data sciences are
Sanchita Anant Busari, Annabelle Lynn Wolven, Kshatija Banala, Nithika Menon, Jeffrey J. Carswell, Advait Murali Iyer, Michael Vincent Jenks, Chu Yan Yu,
Jacob O'Leary.
Samuel P.O. Shermel, Mateo Martone, Yesiga Aurora Sigurdardottir,
Please join me in let's giving the class of 2025 a huge Penn State round of applause. And now, graduates, we will proceed with the conferral of degrees. Today's graduating students have followed their academic interests and will carry with them the training that they have received: critical thinking, quantitative analysis, fact-based decision-making, and communicating science, as they go on to make meaningful contributions in our nation and the world in countless ways. Will all undergraduate degree candidates in the Eberly College of Science, including those watching this on the live stream, please rise as you are able. Dr. Reed, Trustee Schuyler, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree you have earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. You may now move your tassel from right to left. Families and friends, one more time, please applaud your graduates. Congratulations. You may now be seated.
Now I'm pleased to call Andy Santa Croce of the Penn State Alumni Association to induct these new graduates into the association. Andy is the Vice President of Technology for Tokyo Marine North America Services. He leads an interdisciplinary team that identifies and develops differentiating technology to engage commercial insurance customers, empower team members, and provide a uniquely positive insurance experience across its national footprint. Andy has served on several boards, including the executive board of the Penn State Alumni Association for several years. In 2016, he was recognized as an alumni fellow by Penn State. We're so pleased he's with us here today. Andy.
Thank you, Dean Williams. Congratulations, class of 2025. The Penn State Alumni Association celebrates your successes and welcomes you into a proud, world-class network of Penn Staters. Your new membership connects you with Penn State and more than 200 alumni groups around the world. As you take your next step as a Penn Stater, reach out to your local alumni chapter. They'll be thrilled to hear from you. And please always remember that even though you're no longer a student, Penn State and the Alumni Association will always be here for you. Our alumni community is your community. It gives me great pleasure to induct today's graduates of the Pennsylvania State University into the Penn State Alumni Association. Welcome to the alumni family, and congratulations.
Thank you, Andy. Before we conclude this ceremony, there are some groups that deserve some special recognition. Parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, children, other family members, and friends have all contributed toward the achievements being celebrated here today. Would family members and friends of the graduates please rise as you're able and remain standing for just a moment? Stand up. Okay. Your sacrifice, understanding, support, and caring have helped the graduates to attain their educational goals. This encouragement is incredibly important and not always easy as you share their stress as they earn their undergraduate degree. It takes special commitment. I know that you have also worked hard to get to this day. So I'd like to ask the graduates to stand now as you're able to look your friends and family members in the eye and join me in thanking them for all that they have done to support your success at Penn State. Thank you so very much. You may be seated. At the heart of every great university is its staff and faculty. So I wish to ask all the faculty and staff members in our audience to stand as they are able and also to be recognized. Please stand. Thank you to all of you for your many contributions to our students and to Penn State. Thank you. You may be seated. I wish to conclude our ceremony today by thanking you with a true We Are spirit that embodies our community. I'm so very proud of all of you. Your Penn State degree has prepared you to solve global problems, and you follow a rich tradition in the Eberly College of Science for graduates who have gone on to positively impact humanity. I hope that you'll carry the personal connections, treasured memories, and important values that you've gained at Penn State with you as you move forward in your careers and the next steps of your lives. You have forever made your mark on Penn State. We wish you health and happiness and many successes that you have rightly earned wherever you go. Following the departure of the platform party, the universities will dismiss the graduates. Graduates, for those of you seated in white chairs, look at your chairs. If you're seated in white chairs, please exit the floor to the front right side. For those of you in blue chairs, please exit to the rear of the event floor. Marshals will assist you. And now, we will end our commencement ceremonies, led in singing our alma mater by Mr. Thomas Delahoy. Will you please stand as you're able and remain standing until the academic procession has exited the floor. And now the alma mater.
For the glory of old state, for her founder strong and great, for the future that we wait, raise the song, raise the song. Sing our love and loyalty, sing our hopes that bright and free. Rest, O Mother dear, with thee, all with thee, all with thee. When we stood at childhood's gate, shapeless in the hands of fate, thou didst mold us, dear old state, dear old state, dear old state. May no act of ours bring shame to one heart that loves thy name. May our lives but swell thy fame, dear old state.